What is up, guys? We are back with another Marvel Champions weekly one-shot challenge. And this is week number 5 called Form Flippers. So we have to take on Apocalypse En Sabah Nur, who has 3 different forms here. His Balmor form, Giant form, and Cyberpath form. So we must also use a form flipping hero. And this video is dedicated to the members of this channel. Thank you guys so much. It really helps the channel out. You guys voted for me to use a Shadowcat here in protection. So we are playing her, and she can also form flip because she has her solid form here and her phase form and an alter ego and hero side. Okay, so let's go ahead and get En Sabah Nur set up. So it says here that he begins the game in Balmor form, so we have him here right here, and then deal each player a face down encounter card. So let's shuffle up the encounter deck. And Apocalypse says that in Balmor form, all of his attacks gain overkill. As a force response, after he changed to this form, deal 2 indirect damage to each player. So we're gonna get 1 face down encounter card right here with the main scheme's setup. Okay, then let's advance the main scheme to stage 1B. It starts off with 1 times player threat. And then we're also going to put 5 starting threat on Ancient Ritual, which is a permanent setup side scheme. Force response after threat is placed here. If there's at least 10 threat on here, then remove 5 threat from the scheme and deal each player face on counter card. Alright, I think that's all for all of his setup. And then we're going to do a Shadowcat here. So let's shuffle up our player deck. So this is my first game playing Shadowcat. And from what I've seen, she's a very complex hero with a lot of different timing triggers. And Apocalypse also has a lot of timing stuff as well. So I'm going to try to take it slow here and try to not make any mistakes here with the rulings. Okay, let's draw up to our hand size here of 6 in alter ego. 4, 5, 6. All right, and let's see what we got. Okay, we got Jocasta, who's one of our best allies in this deck because she helps us get a defense event from discard pile and get it back. So I don't want to play her this turn though because we don't have any defense events that we need. Okay, I think I want to get set up a little bit. So I want to get the endurance, electrostatic armor. We could also, I don't think we need these cards. Let's mulligan and discard. We get it ready with this though. That could be nice. Let's mulligan discard 3 cards here, and then draw 3 more cards. Back up to our starting hand of 6. But we're getting the exact same things back again. Okay, oh, we got a taunt here. So I think what we do is we use our action here, and then we can try to draw more cards and try to get set up a little bit better. Okay, so Kitty Pride here. We have a setup to put your mass form upgrade into place, solid side face up. The solid side here says we can exhaust this card to generate a physical resource for an attack or defense event. And as a response, after you attack or defend in solid mass form, we can flip this card. This is not a force response, so we don't have to trigger it. In the phase form here, let's go ahead and use our phase control. So as an action, flip your mass form upgrade limit once per round. So we're going to flip it over to phased here. And then phased here says, while Shadowcat is defending, she cannot take damage because she's phased. But as a force response, after you attack or defend in phase mass form, we must flip this card because it is that force response. It has that force keyword. Okay, so I'm going to, I think I want to just defend his attack here. So let's go ahead and flip over to hero form. Then we're going to use Shadowcat Surprise or the Powerful Punch as a resource. I'm gonna do 3 damage, get it ready. Oh, I think I want Shadowcat Surprise. Okay, so let's use this as a resource so I can play Taunt. It says hero action, the villain attacks you. Other characters cannot defend against attack, and then we can draw 3 cards. So we're in phase form. So he's going to attack us here. He will get a boost card. In order to not take damage from an attack, we must defend. So we're going to exhaust here to defend for 2. But since we're in our phase form, we won't take damage no matter how much damage this is. It's a boost effect. After this activation, change Apocalypse to giant form. So he attacks us for 3. We take no damage because we're phased and we defended. He's going to flip over to giant form now after the attack. When he changes his form, heal 2 damage from him. He's already at max hit points, so he doesn't heal anything. Then we can resolve the taunt and then draw 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, nice. We got a double. Okay, I really like seeing the double there. So, if let's see, what's Locky do? If you enter play, if you're in one of these forms, we can do one of the effects. Oh, we can remove 2 threat from my scheme. I also really want to play Jocasta here. So if I play Jocasta, oh, and I forgot. Force response. So after you attack or defend in phase mass form, we just defended, we flip this card over. So now it's going to flip back over to solid. So now we are in our solid form again. Okay. And I think what I want to do here, I want to play a Shadowcat surprise probably. And then we can also get either endurance or the electrostatic armor down. I don't know if Apocalypse is a good villain for us to be slowly getting him down on, because he heals so much every single time he flips over to that form. So I think I just want the endurance here. Let's go ahead and exhaust solid here. It says here resource, we can exhaust this card to generate a physical resource for an attack or defense event. This is an attack event here. So that's one resource. Let's play now. Actually, should I get Lockheed instead? If I get Lockheed, then I do this for Shaka Surprise, and I could hold Jocasta. But no, I probably don't want to hold Jocasta here. Okay, so that's one resource with solid. This would be a second resource here, so I can play Shadowcat Surprise. Yeah. So Shadowcat Surprise says hero action attack, do 3 damage to an enemy. We're gonna hit Apocalypse for 3. I bring it from 20 down to 17. And it also says to ready your hero. And with our solid form here, as a response after you attack or defend, we just attacked, we can flip this card over. So we flip over to phase, so now we are phased. Then we're gonna have Shadowcat Thwart for 2 from Ancient Ritual and drop this down to 3. Then we're gonna use a resource here, so I can play Endurance. This will increase our max hit points by 3, so we go from 9 up to 12. This is just in case we mess up and start taking some damage here. This would be 3 resources, so I can play Jocasta. After Jocasta enters play, choose a defense event in your discard pile, and we can attach it to her face down. So we can get the Powerful Punch here, which is an attack and defense event because it has both the keywords, and we can put it underneath Jocasta. We can play this card as if it were in our hand. And let's just make sure what it does. So here, interrupt attack defense. When an enemy initiates an attack, we can do 4 damage to enemy. So that will flip us over to the other form if we need to be. Okay, and then I don't think I'm gonna have Jocasta Thwart here. Let's just hold on in case we get like a side scheme or something. Let's get in our turn. Let's ready back up. We're gonna draw back up to our hand size here of 5 in hero form, and we are ending the turn in our phased form, which is really nice. Okay, and we got Defiances. Oh, we got all 3 of the Defiances here. So let me see if I play one. I don't have enough resources to do anything else though. I would like to play Clea, but I want to get the Night Nurse as well. Okay, maybe I might just defend here with my basic defense because I'd rather play everything in my hand. Okay, it is Apocalypse turn. He's gonna add 1 threat to the main scheme. There's a force response after resolving step 1 of villain phase, like adding a threat. We must place a power counter on the main scheme. When there are 4 more, we discard the 4 counters and then mill from the encounter until we get a superpower card and then reveal it. Okay, Apocalypse is going to attack us here. He's in with a base of 3. He gets a boost card here. I think I'm going to, yeah, let's basic defend this attack. So we are in phase form and we are defending, so we won't take damage. The boost here is going to be 1, so 4 damage, but we take nothing. Then after we defend it as a force response, we must flip this over to solid. All right, then he's going to deal us a phase 9 counter card during the encounter phase. We have 2. First one is Celestial Tech. For each Celestial attachment in play, resolve its effect. If there are none, then we search the encounter discard pile for a Celestial Tech and put it into play. So let's get our, let's do the scheming one, because I feel like, wait, is it not here? That means it's here. Are we going to get 2 Celestial Tech here? Celestial Tech, this is the attacking one. Oh man, that's terrible. Okay, so I can't find the scheming one. So Celestial Weapon comes in play. Attached to a villain, whenever he attacks you, this card top card of your deck. If it has whatever resource, then we must do that response. Okay, and then so that will get the Celestial Weapon play. And our last encounter card, yeah, it's Celestial Armor. Oh man, okay, so both of them on him. Whenever he schemes, this one triggers. Whenever he attacks, this one triggers. I think he's going to be attacking more, so let's just put it here. All right, well, the good thing is, if we get someone confused, we have the Night Nurse here. All right, let's use 2 resources here so I can play Clea. And we're going to use 1 resource here so I can play the Night Nurse. Night Nurse comes in with 3 med counters. We can exhaust her, remove a med counter, heal 1 damage from a hero, and discard a stats card from it. Okay, and then let's see, do I thwart now? Let's have Clea thwart for 1 from Ancient Ritual. Drop it down to 2. Should take a consequential damage. Jocasta will thwart 2 from the main scheme and clear it off. She'll take 2 consequential damage for thwarting. we're going to play the card under her probably this turn. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up here. It didn't attack or defend, so we're still in solid form. And we should be drawing something. If not, we can use the, what's that card that we have underneath your cost? Oh, you can use a powerful punch, which would change us because it's attack interrupt. Okay, so we're going to draw back up to 5 here, ending our turn. We got the X-Jet. Can I get a double with it? Ah, okay, that's okay. Shadowcat Surprise, Fighting Fit, Q Control, Brother Voodoo. Okay, so it is Apocalypse's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main, then he adds a power counter. He is going to attack us here. Let's see, this is a forced interrupt, so we have to trigger this first. When the villain attacks you, discard top card of your deck. If it has a wild, we do all of the above. So we do 2 damage to our identity. We drop from 12 down to 10. We discard a card from her hand. We can choose. Okay, so let's lose the Fighting Fit. And then we are stunned, but then we can also discard the Celestial Weapon, which is good, even though we got all the effects. Okay, so he's attacking us. This would be his boost card now. And then we are going to trigger this card right here. We can play it from our hand. It's a powerful punch, attack and defense. When an enemy initiates an attack, he's initiating an attack. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. So we hit a pocket for 4. That brings 17 down to 13. And then since it's an attack, we initiate the attack, and we resolved it. So we trigger, when I play this card, I have to pay for it. So we're going to exhaust solid here to generate a physical resource for an attack or defense event. We need 1 more resource. And then I can't play the Q control. Let's use a resource right here, or the X-Jet, I mean. So it's 2 resources, so I can play Powerful Punch. I do the 4 damage on Apocalypse. After I attack as a hero response, I can change over to phase form now. Oh, wait a minute, I'm stunned. Okay, so I play this card. When enemy initiates an attack, do 4 damage. So I don't do 4 damage. He stays at 17. It just removes my stun status. But I still play this, and it has the attack and defense keyword. So because actually does it after you attack or defend in solid mass form, flip this card. I don't think it counts as me attacking, right? If I'm stunned. Alright, just kidding, guys. Okay, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna keep Jocasta here, because I don't think. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. Okay, so we are in solid form. We're not gonna pay for this because I'm not sure what the rulings and everything with that. So we have 4 cards in our hand. We're not gonna use a thing. He's attacking us. We did a Celestial Weapon. We're just gonna have Clea block this because I'm not sure what the timings with everything here. So Clea's blocking. He's hitting with a base of 3 plus a boost card of 1, so 4 damage. Knocks out Clea. And then Clea has effect actually. Interrupt when she's defeated, shuffle her into the owner's deck. We're gonna shuffle her back into our deck here because I need that. I need these cheap allies. All right. Then Apocalypse is going to deal us a face down encounter card now, which is Staggering Strength. Attach to Apocalypse, change of giant form. He's already in giant form. Whenever he attacks you, are stunned. Discard this card after activation. Okay. So we are still stunned here. Okay, so I'm not going to use the Night Nurse here because I'm going to get stunned again next turn. I think I just get the extra down. We just kind of whiff this turn. So yeah, let's use 3 resources so I can play the X-Jet. We can exhaust this to generate a wall resource for a player whose identity has the X-Men trait. So that'll help us out a little bit. And then, let's see, whenever he attacks you, you are stunned. It's a forced interrupt. So we get stunned before we can play our thing again. That's terrible. Jocasta may have to, I'll basic defense here to for sure get, yeah, okay. We're going to thwart for 2. Oh no, we got attack to change this thing, huh? That is unfortunate because of our stun. So if I remove the stun with a Night Nurse, I can change myself to phased. I don't want to do all that. Let's just thwart for 2. Clear off Ancient Ritual. I don't want to remove the stun and get stunned again. Okay, that's going to end our turn. Let's right back up. We're still in solid form. Probably not the best way to be playing Shadowcat. Ooh, but I got a quick shift. So I think that's like a really good card for us. So here, interrupt defense. When enemy attacks, if you're in solid form, we can change the phase. If we're in phase, we can draw 2. So we can change the phase if we wanted to, and not take damage. Keep Jocasta alive for a little bit longer. Okay, it is Apocalypse's turn. He's gonna add 1 to the main. Then he adds a power counter. He's gonna attack us. This would be his boost card. Force interrupt. Whenever he attacks you, you are stunned. We're already stunned. Discard his card after the activation. Okay, so currently he's going to have 3 plus 2 is going to be 5 damage plus a boost here. Let's play our quick shift. Here in Drop Defense, when enemy attacks, he's attacking. If you're in solid mass, we change to phase mass form. So, okay, we just changed the phase. And then this has a defense keyword, so it counts as us defending, even though we're not exhausting. So we are defending in phase form because this is a defense event and we played it. So we won't take damage because we're defending. So the boost here is going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. We defended it in phase form, take no damage. Then this gets discarded and we're already stunned. All right, next we get a face down encounter card, which is no logical interface. When viewed, if he's in side path, he activates. If he's not, change in side path form. So this is side path. And then place a power counter in main scheme. Okay, side path form has a response. After he changes his form, place 2 threat on each scheme in play. So this goes up to 4, and then this goes up to 2. And then when there are 4 power counters here, it says as a force response, we must remove all the counters. Then we move from the encounter until we get a superpower card and reveal it. We got it right away, plugged in. 5 threat crisis, so we can't remove threat from the main scheme while the side scheme's in play. If he's in side path form, he activates against the player who defeated the scheme. Otherwise, change the side path and give him a tough stats card. All right, that's not good because he's already in side path, so he's going to activate. All right, it's back to our turn. Oh, and after we defended, we should have changed the solid right after defending. It's a force response, so we have to do that. All right. So now we can finally use a Night Nurse here. Let's exhaust this, remove a medical counter. To heal 1 from Shadowcat, we go from 10 to 11, and then we can remove our stun status. All right, so now we can attack. We can play this thing next turn, finally. But we're going to get retaliated on. Actually, wait, is this, if it's defending? Okay, only not for the defense, right? I'm not sure if we take a retaliate during that. Okay, let's see. Phase strike. If you're in phase mass form, you may discard attachment. That doesn't help us. After you ignore the thing, we can exhaust and remove 2 threat from a scheme. Oh, wait, this is really, really good. Okay, attach enemy would attack, discard this card instead. So we can actually ignore the crisis here if we're phased. If you ignore the crisis icon on a scheme, exhaust this card, remove 2 from scheme. So with the changed, do we have an attack? Oh, we have an attack here with our phase strike. Okay, so let's exhaust the extra to generate a wild resource so we can play our intangible interference, which is a 1-cost upgrade. There's a hero response after you ignore the crisis icon on a scheme. And while we're in phase mass form, Shadowcat says that she ignores guard, patrol, and any crisis icons. We can remove 2 threat from, after you ignore the crisis icon on a scheme, we can exhaust it and remove 2 threat from that scheme. So we take 2 off of the crisis one, I guess. Okay. Then we are going to, I'd rather play this, but I want to attack so I can change the phase, so I can ignore this and throw it from the main. Okay, we're going to take a bunch of retaliate though. This would be 3 resources so I can play a phase. Oh wait, we can use this thing. Okay, let's exhaust solid to generate a resource. This would be a double for an attack event, so we can use solid to generate physical resource for it. We're going to play phase strike. Here, action attack, do 6 damage, and we're going to hit Apocalypse for 6. That'll bring from 17 down to 11. He's going to retaliate, hit his back for 1. We drop from 11 down to 10. Then it says, if you're in phase mass form, you may discard attachment. We're not in phase anyways. Okay, so the attack resolves. After we attack, we can use our response and flip over here to phased form. Yeah, okay. Then we're going to have Shadowcat thwart for 2. In phase, we can ignore the crisis icon. So we're going to thwart for 2 from the main, bypassing that crisis. And then we can exhaust intangible interference. After you ignore the crisis icon on a scheme, exhaust this card, remove 2 threat from that scheme. So I think it has to be here, unfortunately. I would just prefer to take it from the main, right? After you ignore the crisis icon on a scheme, exhaust it, remove 2 threat from that scheme. Yeah, it's on about this scheme. Okay, that's going to end our turn. Do I hold on to this? Yeah, let's hold on to it. I don't know if I want to play it. Let's end our turn, ready, back up. And we're doing some good tempo damage on Apocalypse. We got him down to 11 here. We're going to draw back up to our hand size here, 5. Okay, I don't need a build support because I have the extra now, so I feel like we're okay. All right, it is, wait, do we, yeah, we're ending in phased here because we just played our attack event and then we thwarted afterwards, so we never attacked or defended. I didn't get, oh yeah, we're out of defiances, right? Yeah, that would be a nice card to get. But now I have to exhaust to defend. Okay, so it is Apocalypse's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main, goes up to 3 threat, and he's also going to add a power counter. He's going to attack us with a base of 1 plus a boost card here. Here's 1 attack. If I take the attack, can stay in phased. What if it gets like another activation? I have 10 life right now. It's not the worst thing in the world. I think I'm going to just take the attack. So I'm not defending the attack. I'm in phased form. So I stay in phased. Should I just defend? What's the boost on this card? I think I can just take the attack. He has 1 attack. So like at most going to be like 4 damage. That's fine. We're just going to take the attack. So plus 2. So it's going to be 3 damage. That'll bring us from 10 down to 7. And then, yeah, that's it. We get dealt a face on counter card now. Yeah, we didn't defend, so we stay in phased. And then we get a minion here with guard. When defeated, place 2/3 on ancient ritual, and that is it. So it's back to our turn. All right, let's see. Do I taunt here? So right now I'm phased. I think I want to taunt, draw a bunch of cards. Okay, well, let's use a resource here, build support. Actually, should I use extra? Let's use the extra here, generate a wild resource because we're an X-Men character. So we can play taunt. Hero action, the villain attacks you. No characters can defend in this attack, and then we can draw 3. So I think I'm going to defend here with a basic defense. All right, here to when a villain do damage to enemy. Oof, I actually don't know. That's a good play. Yeah, I just want to draw something. Okay, so we're going to defend here. Basic defense for 2. He's attacking us. He gets a boost card. Hopefully no boost effect. Yeah, just damage. So we take no damage because we defended. Then we can draw 3 cards with a taunt. 1, 2, 3. And then we have to flip this over to solid form because we just defended. Okay, and then that will resolve the taunt. I believe that's it with that. Okay, cool. Okay, we got a good hand, or a big hand here. So can I play Starhawk? Play Clea. That will kill the minion here. And then, let's see, do I have a 2-cost event? I don't. We can, darn, this has guard, so I can't attack Apocalypse. I want to play our big attack on him. Wait, does Shadowcat ignore, while you're in phase form, she ignores a guard and patrol keywords and any Christ icon in play. But I only go to phase after I can attack again here. How do I get to phased form right now? We can't get to phase form right now. This is here interrupt only when initiates an attack, and we trigger this thing. This has been under Jocasta for a while now. Darn, I feel like I'm gonna miss out on some good cards here, but I have to. I think I just play allies to knock out this minion. We could have Jocasta knock it out. So if we have Jocasta and Starhawk knock out the minion, I can play a phase strike on Apocalypse. We take a retaliate. We can use a resource for that. And then, but I lose some value with losing Jocasta. But I think that's fine here. I'd rather just get some damage off because I feel like we gotta up the tempo right now. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna do that. We're gonna use 2 resources here, so I can play Starhawk. Starhawk will swing for 2 at this guard minion. He'll take consequence damage. Jocasta is gonna swing for 1, knock out the minion. When he's defeated, place 2/3 on ancient ritual. So this goes up to 4. And Jocasta will now take consequence damage. She gets this card along with our event. So it was wasted, unfortunately. We didn't really do anything with that. He should have taken 2 consequence damage for attacking. Then we're going to exhaust our solid to generate a physical resource for an attack event. This would be 2 more resources here for a total of 3. So I can play a phase strike. Hero action attack, do 6 damage to enemy. We're going to hit Apocalypse for 6. That'll bring him from 11 down to 5. He's going to retaliate, hit us back for 1. And then we can now flip over to phased form because we played an attack and that was just resolved. All right, and I think that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up here. Let's keep the airwalk in our hand and then draw back up to 5. Okay, ooh, I got a quick shift. That's really nice. But quick shift decks us out. Oh, and then Unflappable is down in here. That's our like big resource card. So we deck out here, we get 2 encounter cards. Do I want that? We don't really have anything. Okay, let's check our discard out here. Do I have any more defense events? We have no more of the defiances because they're all together. I think we're out of powerful punches as well. Yeah. And then the quick shift is here. Yikes. Okay, so I mean, Starhawk can always just defend for us if he gets another activation. All right, that's fine. So it is Apocalypse's turn. He's gonna add 1 to the main. Then he adds a power counter. He's going to attack us. Unfortunately, I'm gonna quick shift here. So we're gonna play quick shift. When an enemy attacks, if you're in phase form, we are in phase form. We can draw 2 cards, and it counts as defending because it has a defense keyword. This will be his boost card. So we're gonna draw 2. We deck out now. Actually, let's see. When an enemy attacks, it's a hero interrupt. So I think, is this, do we get the boost first or the encounter card? It doesn't matter. Whenever he attacks. So he's attacking, we play this. Okay, so I think the boost is dealt later, right? So he's attacking us. We play this card. Then we draw 2 cards, we deck out. We get dealt a face down encounter card from decking out. I think that's the correct timing. Then we shuffle up our discard pile back into our deck. And we don't get the quick shift back, unfortunately. Actually, wait, before. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, never mind. Just try to get a good shuffle here. So we don't get the quick shift back. We drew them flappable. Now he gets a boost card after that. And then we are defending here in our phase form because of the defense event. So this would be the boost. Boost effect, choose your place 3 threat or this card gains 3 boost icons. Let's give it +3 boost icons. So it's hitting for 4. We take no damage because we're in our phase form. After we defend, we must flip this over as force response back to solid. Okay, then he's going to deal with a face down encounter card. So we have 2 encounter cards here. First one is Staggering Strength attached to him, and he changed the giant form. When he changes to this form, he's going to heal 2 damage. So it goes from 5 up to 7. And then next time he attacks, the same thing. We get stunned, and we discard this card after that activation. And then we got a minion here with guard. When defeated, place another 2 threat on the ancient ritual. All right, it's back to our turn. All right. Let's see. Well, we can finally get the unflappable down, which is huge because then we can draw a lot more. Oh, I think I change him here back to side path by clearing the plugged in. But I have airwalk. So I could. Okay. Let's okay, I wanna change forms. I have no attacks to play with the physical resource here. So we just change forms of phased. So I can airwalk, clear the main, take 2 off of plugged in. Okay, so we're going to have Shadowcat swing for 2 on this guard minion. Then after we attack, we can trigger this, flip this card over to our phase form. So now we're phased. We can exhaust the X Jet here to generate a wild resource, so I can play Airwalk. As a hero action, Thor remove 2 threat from a scheme. 4 instead, if you're in phase form, we are in phase, so we're gonna take 4 threat off of the main scheme. And we can bypass the crisis here because we are in phase form with Shadowcat's ability where she can bypass crisis. Then we can also trigger this, right? After you ignore the crisis icon on a scheme, we just did that. We can exhaust this card, remove 2 threat from that scheme. So 2 off this crisis scheme, dropping down to 1. All right, I think I want Starhawk to thwart this thing out. He'll come back to our hand, give us more versatility here. Change the cyber path, give him a tough stat score. That's fine. 2 threat here, 2 threat here, though. Kind of fine, kind of scary. We have Airwalk. Okay, let's have Starhawk Thor for 1. Do I just keep this here? Because the thing is, we're Shadowcat. So, like, it's not that big of a deal that we have a crisis and the main scheme is at 0 right now. I kind of want to just keep it. Let's see, if I play Daredevil, I play the Unflappable. Am I going to flip to Alter Ego at all this game? Maybe not. We are playing Protection. And I could just hold on to the Airwalk. Daredevil finishes this guy off. We just ignore everything else. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, so we're going to use a resource here to play Unflappable. It's a 1-cost upgrade. It's pretty key for Shadowcat, I think. So after you defend against an attack and take no damage, we can exhaust Unflappable and draw a card. So we're going to be defending a lot in our phase form here. And we're going to stay in phase right now, yeah, because we didn't attack after changing. This would be a double, so I can play Daredevil. Daredevil is going to swing for 1, knock out the clan Akaba Zeliot, and then when this minion is defeated, place 2 threat on Ancient Ritual. So this goes up to 6 now, which is a little bit scary, but we can airwalk it next turn. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. A little bit of a slower turn there. We're going to draw back up to our hands as a 5, keeping the airwalk in our hand. I believe we're going to have 2 copies. Okay, we got Defiance, which is really, really nice. So we can finally do the Shadowcat combo here because we have something to play with it. Okay, so Apocalypse turn is going to add 1 to the main, then he adds a power counter. He's going to attack us. When he attacks, if you are stunned as a forced interrupt, then we discard this after the activation. He's hitting with a base of 5 plus a boost card here. We're going to play Defiance. When a boost card on an attacking enemy will be turned face up, discard instead, but this has a defense keyword, so it counts as us defending without getting exhausted because we're in phase form. So this would be the boost, it gets discarded instead. He does 5 damage, we're in phase, so we take no damage. When that happens, we exhaust Unflappable, draw a card because we defend with the defense keyword, took no damage, even though we don't exhaust, it counts as defending with the defense keyword. We draw a card, and the Defiance is resolved. We get stunned with this, we already have the stun, and this gets discarded now. Okay, and he hasn't schemed yet, so that will never trigger. And then we're done with the activation phase. Now we can deal a face down counter card, which is, we gotta clear that because it has a hazard, 5 threat Giant Growth. If Apocalypse is in Giant form, he activates against player who defeated scheme. Otherwise, change him to Giant form and give him a tough stats card. So I think we want to clear this off, change Cyber Path, give him a toughness, clear this off, change it back to Giant, so that way he'll never activate. Because I don't want him activating on us. Or actually, do I? So I can play a Powerful Punch. Oh, I forgot. After we defend it, we flip from phase over to solid here because that's a force response, so we must do that. Okay, let's go ahead and exhaust the Night Nurse here. Remove a counter. So we can heal 1, we go from 6 to 7, and we also get rid of our stun status. Okay, let's see. I think I airwalk. After you ignore the crisis icon, we can only do that if we do the main scheme. So Shadowcat thwarts 2 from the main. We can clear off the crisis with this thing. Airwalk, we want to be in another form before we play Airwalk. I could actually pop him here. I think I want to flip him because he's going to be healing so much, it's going to be annoying for us. So do I want to hold on to the Powerful Punch? Yeah, that will give us more versatility. Oh, we can play the face right with Solid here. Yeah, okay, let's exhaust Solid here, generate physical resource for an attack event. Extra is going to be another resource. We need 1 more resource. Let's use, I think Brother Voodoo is fine here. And we're going to play a phase strike. Hero action attack, deal 6 damage to enemy. We're going to hit Apocalypse for 6. That'll bring him from 7 down to 1 life. Okay. Then, if you're in phase mass form, you may discard an attack. It doesn't matter because he doesn't have an attachment that has hero action or hero response. This is a force interrupt. So this 6 damage. After we attack, we can trigger our solid, flip it over to phase here as a response. So now we are currently phased. Then I think I have Daredevil, swing for 1 at Apocalypse. That'll bring him from 1 down to 0. And flip him over to his 3rd and final stage. He stays in the giant form here. And he's going to have 24 hit points. Alright. So we flip him over, nothing else happens, right? Daredevil takes a consequential damage. Okay. Then, let's see. 3 cards left. I could return Starhawk back to my hand. No, I think we thwart first. So let's go ahead and thwart for 2. We're in phase form, so we can cross over the crisis icon, thwart from the main directly. Then after you ignore a crisis icon on a scheme, we can exhaust intangible interference and remove a 2 threat from that scheme with the crisis icon, so clearing off the plugged in. When this side scheme is defeated, if Apocalypse is in Cyber Path form, he activates. Otherwise, change him to Cyber Path form and give him a tough status card. And I just realized we can't clear this off now. So change Cyber Path, give him a tough status card. When he changes to his form, place 3 threat on each scheme in play. So main goes up to 3, Ancient Ritual goes up to 9, and then Giant Growth goes up to 8 here. So even if I play the Airwalk and have Starhawk Thwart, it's not enough, unfortunately. So we're going to be getting 2 encounter cards with this. A little bit unfortunate. I think I hold on to Powerful Punch though. Yeah, I did not plan it out correctly. Maybe I should just have him activate on us, but I don't like it when the villain activates for free like that. Let's go ahead and use this as a resource to play Airwalk. Remove 2 threat from scheme, 4 instead of your phase. We are phased, so we're going to take 4 off of the Giant Growth. Drop it down to 4 from 8. Okay, hopefully it doesn't change the giant form this turn. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Well, he only has 1 attack right here, and we are phased. We're going to draw back up to our hand size here of 5. Got another powerful punch. And a quick shift. Okay, the quick shift here is huge. So it's Apocalypse turn. He's going to add 1 to the main and a power counter. There are 4 power counters now, so we remove the 4 counters. Then we discard from here until we get a superpower card, reveal it. If he's in Side Path form, he activates against you. Otherwise, change him to Side Path. Okay, he is in Side Path form, so he's going to attack us right now because he's going to activate against us. He gets a face down boost card here, and we're going to play our quick shift. Here, interrupt defense when enemy attacks. Since we're in our phase form, we can draw 2 cards. It has a defense keyword, so it counts as us defending without exhausting here. So let's take the damage, which is 2 plus 2, so 4 damage on us. We don't take any damage because we defended with the quick shift, and we're in phase. We exhaust unflappable, so we can draw a card after defending, not taking damage. We have to flip this back over to solid now. Okay, so he did that. Then he's going to deal us 2 phase down encounter cards here because of the hazard icon. First one is caught off guard. Discard an upgrade or support you control. Oof, I don't want to lose anything right now. I think we lose this because there's no more crisis icon, so we're not going to ignore anything. Let's discard the intangible interference. And we also got a minion here, Ozymandias, with toughness and villainous. Whenever he schemes, we put on ancient ritual, which is already at 9. Okay, so it is back to our turn here. All right, we have a big hand now, so that's good. We can get a lot of readies here as well. So we could do some thwarting. I have to get rid of his tough though, which is a little bit annoying. The fighting fit is not going to do anything because our health is a little bit too low for that. But we got to take retaliates too is another thing. Okay, let's have Shadowcat thwart for 2 from Giant Growth. Drop this down to 2 threat. Then I want to play Shadowcat. Okay, we got to plan our turn here. If I play Shadowcat Surprise, I can flip. Then I can play another Shadowcat Surprise. And then I can play. We're gonna have extra resources here. So I want to play Starhawk back down again. I think it's gonna be a play there. So Starhawk is going to thwart. Let's thwart for 1 from. Let's thwart it from here. I guess might not be the best play. Actually, wait a minute. I'm gonna have Starhawk attack Apocalypse, knock off his tough stats card before Apocalypse or before Starhawk takes his 2 constant damage. He's gonna take 1 constant damage or 1 retaliate. From Apocalypse because he's retaliate 1. Whenever he takes damage equal to his remaining hit points, which is 1 right now because he has 2 out of 3, 2 damage out of 3 life. So it is the remaining hit points. He comes back to our hand before he takes constant damage because he took 1 damage with retaliate. So he's back in our hand now. So we got rid of that. Then we're going to exhaust. Okay, let me plan this out real quick. If I play this, I attack him. I think I don't change forms yet because I'm going to play another one. And then I'll attack him. And then I'll change the phase afterwards. And then we play Starhawk back down. Yeah, I think that'll be the play. Okay, so let's exhaust solid here to generate physical resource for an attack event. Extra is going to be a second resource. So I can play Shadowcat Surprise. Here, action attack, do 3 damage to the enemy. We're going to hit Apocalypse for 3. That'll bring it from 24 down to 20. Actually, wait. Do I want to just do on this minion here? Toughness, villainous. He's villainous. Okay, so really quick, before we do that, sorry guys, I'm going to have Daredevil swing for 1. Knock off this tough status card. Daredevil takes a constant damage. He's gone. We're going to do Shadowcat Surprise 3 damage on this minion here instead. Then we can ready up your hero. So we're going to ready up with Shadowcat Surprise. It says do 3 damage and ready up. We're not going to use a solid here to change forms right now. I got to take this minion out, I think. Let's go ahead and thwart for 2. Clear off the Giant Growth here. So when he's defeated... Oh, I should have Starhawk because he gets a tough... Okay, anyway, so we thwart this off. It's okay. He's going to change the giant form, and then he gets a tough stats card. So got rid of the hazard here, and he gets a tough back, unfortunately. So I kind of played that incorrectly. Okay, but now he loses the retaliate, which is what I wanted to kind of do there. So if I play Starhawk here, I play Shadowcat Surprise. Yeah, we can just do some thwarting, I guess. All right, let's use 2 resources here. So I play Starhawk back down. Then I'm going to use a physical or a double here to play Shadowcat Surprise again. Do 3 damage to enemy. We're going to hit Ozymandias, knock him out. then we get a ready up with our Shadowcat surprise. But now we will use our Solid's effect as a response. We can change this over to our phase form after we attack with Shadowcat. Okay, Shadowcat's going to, let's Thor for 2. Let's take it off of here. And then let's have Starhawk swing for 2, knock off Apocalypse Tough. He's going to take 2 consequential damage for attacking, and no retaliate this time from Giant Form. And after changing the Giant Form, he heals 3, but he's already at full life, so nothing else happens with that. Alright, it's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Alright, we're going to keep both the powerful punches here in case it gets a second activation. Let's draw back up to 5. Okay, we got a Q control, so this will allow us to do damage. Okay. Alright, so it's Apocalypse turn. He's going to add 1 to the main, goes up to 5 threat. Then he adds a power counter. He is going to attack us here. We got to exhaust here. Darn. Okay, we're going to exhaust here to trigger our phase. He's hitting with a base of 3, plus a boost card here of 2. 5 damage since we defend it and we're in phase. We take no damage, but then this is a force response and must flip over. And then we can exhaust and Flapple since we took no damage from an attack when we defended, so we can draw a card. Now we got Defiance. A little bit too late here. But we can still play Powerful Punch if he attacks again. Then we get a face down counter card, which is Giant Size Depot. If he's in Giant form, he activates against you. Otherwise, change him to Giant form and plays a power counter. Okay, so he's just going to attack us right here. So we're going to play this thing, our Powerful Punch. Here, interrupt attack defense. When enemy initiates attack, he's initiating attack right now. We can do 4 damage to enemy. We're going to pay for it 2 costs, exhausting the solid here, generate a physical resource. And let's just use the X-Jet, as the other resource. So 4 damage on Apocalypse. I'll bring her from 24 down to 20. Then we initiate the attack first before his attack comes through. So with our attack, when our attack is resolved, we can flip this over back to phased here. This also has a defense keyword, so we are technically defending this attack as well. So now he's hitting with a base of 3, plus a boost card of 3, 6 damage. We fully defended, take no damage. And then we flip back over here to solid because we just defend the attack while we're in phase form. So now we're back to solid. All right, that's going to end his turn. So it's back to our turn here. All right, let's see. When he would attack this card instead, then confuse him. He can't be confused. He has Stalwart in this form. Oh man, okay, I can't really do anything with his hand. I think I play the Q control. Starhawk activate, just bring him back again. Okay, Starhawk's gonna Thor for 1 from the main scheme. Drop it down to 4. He's gonna take 1 conquer damage, which is his remaining health, so he comes back to our hand with his effect. Then we're going to use a resource here so I can play acute control. It's a 1-cost upgrade after you ignore the guard or patrol keyword on a minion. We can exhaust this card, do 2 damage to that minion. Oh, that's actually not that helpful, but it's okay. Then we're going to use 2 resources here so I can play Starhawk. He's going to swing for 2 at Apocalypse. That'll bring him from 20 down to 18. He'll take 2 consequential damage for attacking. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up here. And we're going to draw back up to our hand size here of 5, keeping the Powerful Punch so we can flip over. Okay, where's Jocasta? Right now, I really want her so I can get the quick shift back. Let's see, Shotgun Surprise. Oh, we got a phase strike, so we got some damage here. Apocalypse turn is going to add 1 to the main. It goes up to 5. Then he adds a power counter. He's going to attack us here. When he initiates, we're going to play a Powerful Punch using Solid to generate physical resource for an attack and the X-Jet here. So when he initiates attack, do 4 damage to him. That'll bring him from 18 down to 14. And then since we resolve the attack, we can flip over here to phased. And then this has a defense keyword, so we're defending his attack as well. He's hitting with a base of 3 plus a boost card here of 0. We take no damage. We draw a card with Unflappable after defending and taking no damage, and we don't have to exhaust. Then we get dealt a face down encounter card, which is, oh man, an advance. So he's going to scheme here. Force interrupt whenever he schemes. Discard a top card of your deck. If it has a Y, we do all of the above. So we heal 2 damage from him. It goes from 14 up to 16. Then you are confused. Okay. Then give the villain a tough stats card. And then we also discard Celestial Armor. Oh man, okay, so he's going to scheme. That's Force Interrupt, so it happens before the scheme. He schemed with a base of 3, plus after his activation change to Biomorph. So he's going to scheme for 3, and whenever he's done, he's going to flip over here to Biomorph form. When he changes his form, this one. When he changes this form, do 3 indirect damage to each player. I think we take it on ourselves, so we draw from, or do I take 1 on Starhawk and 2 on ourselves? We don't have the thing. Wait, do I have the kill here? If I... Okay, hold up. Let me see. Okay, wait. Before he... I'm missing the timing on this. Sorry, guys. Okay, so he's still in giant form. He's going to go ahead and just scheme for 3. That's going to pop this. So we discard the power counters, remove all the threat. And then we're going to advance the main scheme to stage 2A. Says here the first player discard cards on top of the encounter deck until a superpower card is discarded. So I just gotta remember after we do this. Okay, we got a superpower card here, and then we review this card right here. So Biomorphic Blast. I gotta remember this thing. If Apocalypse is in biomorph form, he activates. He's not yet. Then otherwise change into biomorph form and place 1 power counter on main scheme. Ooh, I don't know how this works. So if it's in biomorph form, he activates against you. Otherwise, oh, this is a boost. So after his activation, we change the biomorph form after activation. He's scheming here. He popped this. He gets this form, or he gets this card. So we don't change the biomorph form yet. I think we do the one reviewed here. So, yeah, because the boost says after activation, he's still activating, right? He just schemed. Then if he's in biomorph form, he activates against you. He's not. So we change the biomorph form, and then we place 1 power counter on the main scheme. So the main scheme will have 1 power counter now and 1 threat. And then when you change the biomorph form with the do 3 indirect damage to each player, let's put them all on Shadowcat. So we drop from 7 down to 4. And I forgot. I think we should be we should have flipped over to solid, right? Because I used I played powerful punch, and after he attacks us and we take no damage, we should flip over to solid here. Yeah. So I should be in solid form. Okay, and then Biomorphic Blast. If he is in biomorph form, okay. So we place a power counter. We did that. Then it says the boost effect here, I think, resolves now. So after activation, change him to biomorph form. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's supposed to attack us here. If he does attack us, we could just powerful punch it. But if he doesn't attack us, yeah, I'm not sure the timing. I'm not sure if the boost here is going to resolve. So boost effect says after his activation, change him to biomorph form. After he's schemed on here, this pops. So we did that effect first. I think we do it this way. If we do it the other way, we're still fine because we could just play the powerful punch and then flip back to phase here to not take damage. Okay, I think that's the correct order though. So we took the indirect damage, and then that's going to resolve all of his stuff, I think. Yeah, so it's back to our turn. All right, let's see here. I want to play our big attack. Phase Strike. It's going to do 6 damage to him. Flip us over. I think we just do our big damage here, and then I think I'm just gonna attack. We're just gonna try to lay on damage. So we're gonna use. Actually, wait. Is this gonna be more damage? It's gonna be 5. And then if I get electrostatic armor, can I do that? No, I can't. Okay, so it doesn't matter then. We're gonna use this as 3 resources, so I can play our phased strike here. Action attack. Do 6. Oh wait, sorry. He has tough. Just kidding, guys. Okay. First, we're going to swing for 2 with Shadowcat, knock off his tough stats card. Then we're going to use 3 resources here to play a phase strike. Here, actually attack, do 6 damage to enemy. We're going to hit him for 6. That'll bring him from 16 down to 10. And then we're just going to, do we keep the confused or use Night Nurse here? No, I rather Night Nurse if we get stunned. And after we attack with a phase strike, we can trigger our solid, change over here to a phased form. I think is the play. Yeah, I can always hold this for another turn if we need to. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. We're going to draw back up to our hand size here of 5. Okay, we got Jocasta here. We didn't get what we needed though. Okay, it's Apocalypse's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main, then he adds a power counter. He's going to attack us. His attacks have overkill. He's dealt a boost card here. Then we're going to get a permanent acceleration because he decked out. Shuffle up the encounter, discard power back into the encounter deck. Okay. Then I'm going to Defiance this. Here, interrupt has a defense keyword. Whenever he attacks you, we discard the boost instead. And then it has a defense keyword, so he does no damage. He's going to do 3 damage to us. We defended with this. Forces us to flip over to solid. We has exhausted Flapple because we took no damage from an attack to draw a card. We got clear. All right, then he's going to deal us a face down encounter card, which is under fire. Yikes, surge and reveal top card in the counter deck. So top card here is an assault. He's going to attack us here we're going to play our powerful punch here using our solid generate physical resource in the X-Jet. So here, interrupt attack and defense. Whenever he initiates attack, do 4 damage. That'll bring it from 10 down to 6. Then that resolves it, so it puts us to phase form because the attack part resolved. But now we're still defending because it has a defense keyword as well. So he's saying with the base of 3, this would be his boost card 2. So 5 damage, we fully defended because we are defending in phase form with the defense event. Flips us back over to Solid again. Then we do the Surge on Under Fire here, which is going to be an advance. Yikes, he's going to scheme with the base of 2, plus a boost card here of 3. So he schemes for 5. Okay, the main scheme's still alive. It goes up to 7 out of 10. If it hits 10, we lose the game. Can I kill him here? I can. Jocasta will get us our thing that we need, and then we kill him during the villain phase. Right? Yeah, because we do it right now. Yeah, that's what we got to do. Can we actually kill him here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I play Jocasta, I can't play Clea. We can only do 5 damage. That's fine. Yeah, so we just play Jocasta. Let's use 3 resources here so I can play Jocasta. Whenever she enters play, choose a defense event and just skip out, attach to her face down. We're going to barely get out of this. So we're going to get the powerful punch, which is the defense event. It has a defense keyword. Have it face down underneath Jocasta. Then we're going to, we're in solid form. So we're going to have Shadowcat. I think we're fine either way, actually. Yeah, we're going to have Shadowcat Thwart. Let's just get rid of our Confused. Actually, we have the Niners. Let's exhaust the Niners, remove a counter. She goes away. And then she heals when we're going forward to 5. And then we can remove the Confuse as well with Niners effect because she can remove a status card from ourselves. We're going to swing for 2 at Apocalypse. That'll bring it from 6 down to 4. And then, let's see, this will go up to, let's just have her Thwart. Jocasta's going to Thwart for 2 from the main. Keep it at bay. She'll take 2 consequential damage. And then that's going to end our turn. Yeah, we don't need Starhawk here. Let's ready back up. We're going to draw back up to our hand size of 5. And we are near death. We deck out, so we get a face down and counter card here as well. Then we're going to shuffle up our discard pile back into the deck. And we're going to draw 3 more cards back up to 5. And we're going to stay here in solid form. So I'm going to play Jocasta's card underneath, the card underneath her. All right, so it is Apocalypse turn. Is going to add 2 to the main game because the acceleration goes up to 7. Okay, he is going to attack us here. So as a hero interrupt, we're going to play our good old powerful punch, and we're going to use a power of protection, a double resource when paying for a protection card to play this. So hero interrupt attack defense when the villain initiates an attack against us. He's initiating an attack right now. We are going to do 4 damage to him, and that'll bring him from 4 down to 0. And yeah, there we go. We were able to sneak out the win there, and powerful punch we can play underneath Jocasta as they're in our hand. So we can play that hero interrupt whenever Apocalypse attacks us. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about Shadowcat there. That was a lot of fun. I'm not sure what the ruling timing for that boost card, if Apocalypse should have changed over back to his Balmor form before that. But I think we would have been fine if we got another activation there because we had a powerful punch still to a changeover. But yeah, and we have a phase strike here. Hope you guys enjoy this gameplay. Thank you once again to all the members of this channel. I really appreciate you guys so much. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay. I hope you guys are enjoying the Protection Shadowcat here. And yeah, you guys voted for this. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. And I will see you guys in the next video.